You mentioned the match with Cody from All In back in September in Chicago. You talked a lot about that match. Where does it rank among your all-time top career highlights so far?
It's definitely up there. I think for me, my personal favorite, I think my best match is the match with Marty at Crockett Cup. Followed by, I think that the funny thing about All In is that as obviously as an incredible a moment as that was, for me, the opening minute of that match was my pop. That was my moment, right? The 11,000 people standing before we even touched. That was my moment. Like, that's the way I looked at it, because I said, as long as we don't completely screw this up, Cody winning the title is going to be his moment. Yeah. Yep. And he deserved it, right? He deserved it. Like we all understood that it was very easy to get to that. I understood what people wanted. It was Rocky. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But to get to a point where they weren't just like, yay, Cody, right? Like, yeah. By the time they got to that, I don't care what anyone says. If they'd have done Cody and anybody else at that point, by the time they got to that, wouldn't have been the same.
Yeah.
Like, people realized, I think the in-ring we did in London, where I first showed up and finally, honestly, I just think the way we did all that just worked. Like, just fell into place. But I think that, for me, I think the things that turned the corner was that, obviously first he announced it at the press conference, and we deliberately decided I wouldn't be there so that I could then say, well, hey, nobody asked me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because it was real, because at that point I thought, the thing with this is going to be that, all the attention is on him and I'm going to be jealous. Mm-hmm. That's how people will feel. So let's give them that. Right. Mm-hmm. And by the time we got to London and I came out, I think the way I dress, the way I carry myself, and then and then the way I speak, I think people suddenly realized, like, oh yeah, like, this guy's not just some schmuck. Like, this isn't just a gimme for Cody. Like, we did so much in the build to that to make people, even though that's what everybody wanted, mm-hmm. we did enough to make everybody go, I don't know for sure that that's going to happen. Like, I had people at the weigh-in the day before, because I had got myself into, arguably the best shape of my life. Mm-hmm. I was going to say I dwarfed him on that weigh-in, and I think that was another area where suddenly a lot of people who perhaps had only seen me on TV and never seen me in person went, oh damn,
yeah.
That's kind of an obstacle. And I think because so much emphasis had been put on me in the NWA product, that I was pretty much the only guy, that we did enough to sort of even the most hardened, smart fans were kind of going, well, what would happen if he lost, though? That wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah.
So then they start going, well, maybe he's not going to lose. Maybe he's going to beat Cody. What the heck? So we created enough doubt where by the time they got to it, people were like, I don't know what's going to happen. Mm-hmm. And I know what I want, but I don't know. And that's when you really get them. And I think that was a testament to me, because they went, okay, I think what that pop at the beginning proved was that even if I had won, they wouldn't have necessarily fired on it. Mm-hmm. I think that was their way of saying, we want Cody to have his moment, but if you win, we understand. And mm-hmm. that was the way I took it, and that's the way that we took it. And it was a proof of concept, and it was like their way of saying, thank you for delivering this to us in this way.
And I think
we did it, but ironically, yeah. I thought that the rematch in Nashville was 10 times a better match.
The 2 out of 3 falls match, yeah.
The 2 out of 3 falls, because the people forget that at All In, that was the first time me and Cody had ever wrestled.
Yeah.
So it was like, it went well, but by the time we wrestled at one time, then we realized the chemistry and everything. And anyone will tell you, the first time you wrestle someone is very rarely the best time.